Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are in the Humbugs at the Met. I have sorted some stuff out here, kind of like a gray, black, white vibe. Now, granted, this paper has orange on it, but I put a lot of black on top of it. I'm going to get rid of some of the orange. And there's a piece of paper with a 7 on it, my favorite number. And then we have a mask from Nigeria from the 1500s and a Paul Revere mug from the 1700s from Boston in the United States. So, and that paper is old paper that I used at Halloween, but I had some left over. It's from an antique train car. When I, well, no, it wasn't Halloween. It was Mark Twain's journey around the equator because he used a lot of trains when he could. And a piece of that paper left over. I think it was yesterday or the day before. So, use all the scraps. Um, and it's just the same old thing. But I don't get tired. How come I don't get tired of this? I just don't. Um, Gluing paper to paper, color coordinating it, or symbolizing it, or painting it, or whatever, over and over and over, and layering and cutting stickers and making stickers. That is when my dog's not stealing them. Had to wrangle him with an old journal, not a journal, just a tablet that was close to his height that he could reach. But luckily I saved it. Um, and still sticking to the little envelopes of paper that I had um, gathered. Hey, what are you stealing now? Come here. What do you have? Another piece of paper. But I actually am donating a lot of stuff that I know I won't use to the journal club at the rec center and just putting it in our community cupboard. And like, if you want this, take this. If you don't, it's going to the trash. Not good stuff, but this stuff that I've had for years and years and years is no longer my aesthetic, or I don't know why I cut it out, or I've moved on. Um, um, but if you haven't moved on, you're still gluing paper to paper and having the time of your life. It's a good way to start the day. It's a good way to get out your frustrations. I had a lot of frustrations yesterday left over from my art group, which is highly anti-vaccine and highly the COVID is not as bad as everybody says it is, or the professionals in quotes say it is. Um, I listened to that for hours yesterday, and I don't know why they don't wonder why I don't comment on anything. It's not, in my opinion, not worth it to get in arguments about it. I just don't make any comments, and I was like, they don't understand why I'm not talking. But anyhow, I still had fun. I sewed a little bit, sewing pieces of fabric to other pieces of fabric to make a bigger piece of fabric, kind of like what I do with paper. Um, it's just a scrap project to get rid of some scraps and to take down to the beach that I can hand work on and hand sew. And hopefully, in less than a month, I'll be at the beach. Oh gosh, right at this time next month, I'll be at the beach. Hopefully, I'm ready to go. I love it down there. I relax down there. The traffic is much worse, but it's geared for it. There's lanes, not like here where there's no lanes for all these cars to go in. Oh, and we had a little interruption from a puppy, and he's gone. He went off to steal something else. He's very much of a kleptomaniac. He will steal anything that's standing still and try to claim it as his. Thus, we have missing handkerchiefs for my husband, missing shoes, missing what else do we have? So, I guess we need to not leave our junk in his line of sight. But the story for today is Monday. The rest of all the Monte soldiers hid in masks like the one from Nigeria made from ivory in 1550. A tiny section hid in the Paul Revere tankard made in 1725. They had orders to charge and rescue the real painting. So, that's where we're at today. We're getting close to the end, but I did find some black cardstock extra. I knew I had it. It's a shade different, but it'll work in a pinch. So if we get down to it and we're out of room, there's a couple more pages left here, and I think there's a few more entries that I can come up with in my head to prolong this story a little bit, so that I can play with more bugs. More bugs might be happening at Halloween too. Just saying, maybe. Oh, I'm just into the bugs. Don't know why, but I'm having fun, so I'm gonna keep going with it. That's my husband trying to find his shoes after he gets out of the shower. Same old stuff going on here. We may get some rain from the Hurricane Ida, may not. We're on the borderline of getting it and maybe not getting it, but that thing has done a lot of damage in Louisiana and New Orleans and Mississippi and crazy, Florida. So, thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.